Hello, I am Pastor Lascelles Grant, and today I will be teaching you how to change your car's engine oil and the oil filter. All right? So, the items you need in order to change your car's oil filter and the engine oil. First, you're going to need what is called engine oil, depending on the type of car you have, and also the type of quantity. They also depend on the type of car you have. So they have different brands of engine oil out there that we can choose from. And also you're going to need a funnel to pour the oil into the engine without any spill. You're going to need depending on the type of car you have, you're going to need a spanner or a vice grip. You're also going to need a jack stand, but some person may catch up their car using various items. You may need also oil filter, and you need, of course, a jack. And you can't change your engine oil if you don't have a car, so you need a car. And today I'm teaching you how to change the engine oil on the Toyota Corolla Axia. All right, so the first thing you want to do is to jack up the car on each side. So you can use various type of jack, but I am using the jack that came with the car personally. So you can just find a nice grip underneath the vehicle to jack up your vehicle, and safety come first. So I use the jack stand to put under there in order so that to prevent the car from falling down afterwards. But some persons will prefer to put a tire under there. So it depends. Anything that works best for you. So this is an item this is a step that you would like to do on both sides of the car to jack it up. Alright? So it is an important step because you need to access underneath the car in order to change your oil. Alright? Okay? And make sure that your car is catched. The wheels are catched with stones um, before you jack them up so that you don't have any casualties. As was mentioned before, you need to jack up the car on both sides. And in addition to the list of items that you will need, is this little container right here. This is what you will use to store the oil in when you're leaking out the oil from the engine. Alright, so after you would have finished catching up the vehicle, you want to identify where your engine oil is coming from. For my vehicle, the engine oil is coming out of this one. So I would have to locate the right side spanner to loosen this bump and allow it to drain into this container that I have made. And also you want to locate where the engine oil filter is, and mine is located right here. So what I do, I just use my hand to loosen it, to spin it. As you see, it is spinning, and when I loosen it and take it off, a little bit of oil will start to fall to the ground. All right, so I will now work and loosen them both and draining them out. You have to make sure that your car is off in this process. All right, thank you. All right, so far I took out the oil filter from here, and I've loosened the bump. Sometimes the bump can get a little tight, but you have to just work with it to get it looser. So now all I need to do is just take off the bump and allow the oil to leak out into this bottle here. Right, so yep, have to make sure it's leak out properly. Alright, okay, let's take time. You get a little messy sometimes, but that's just a part of the work. Right, so the oil is now leaking into the bottle. So you have to monitor it so that it doesn't spill. Alright, so after all the oil would have been dripped out, you want to get your new oil filter. What you want to do is dip your hand in the oil a little bit and rub it around the surface of the oil filter so that it can get a little bit moist, right? So you rub it around the surface, and then what you do is you put it in back into where you got the old one from. So you just screw it in like that, right? So just, you don't have to use anything to tighten it. You just use your hands to screw it until it's tight enough. And what you do as well, the bump that you took from out of where the oil came from, you want to put it back in there. For this you might need a little of this spanner to tighten it. So you would have replaced the oil filter, and you would have also sealed back the bump where the oil come from after you would have leaked out the oil. It's time now for you to go into the bonnet. So what you do, you look on the engine, and there should be a little spot there that you can open up. So it's normally tight, so I normally use a little pliers, so kind of spin it a little bit, and after you would have spinned it, you take it out and then put it aside for a little while. Then what you want to do now is to put your funnel in, and also throw in the oil one by one into the engine. So you open the oil bottle, and then you just throw them in one by one. Alright, so this is number one. And then you repeat the process for the rest. All the oil have been thrown into the engine. You take out the funnel and you seal it back just like that. And then after you would have sealed it, you pull out the stick to test to see, you wipe it off, and then you test to see if the oil is okay. And then if the oil is okay, what you do, you start the engine and you let it run for about 2 minutes to see if there is any leakage. Right? And if there is no leakage after 2 minutes, then you are set. You are through. So what you do now is to take off the car off the jack, and you're good to go. That is it in terms of how to change your engine oil and oil filter. So now you would have learned how to change your engine oil and oil filter by Pastor Lascelles. Tune in next time as we have more videos like these for you.